Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Tower of God New World. And in this video, we're going to go over a character review for Awakened RAK. It's been a long time since my last character review video, and that's because of all the things we know about the race event, etc. And then I also found it hard to find the time to make videos. So yeah, that's why this kind of topic was kind of neglected. But yeah, here I am back with these kind of videos, and I will also release Euro one, I think tomorrow probably. And yeah, I was kind of thinking whether I should wait for June 5th before releasing this review or not, but I will just wait for the Jinsung Ha one that will be released after June 5th because of the SSR Plus Tier 4 and Tier 5 release in the Revolution system. So yeah, but I decided let's just do Awakened RAK anyway, and I will then make a video. I don't know if I will split it up, but it will most likely be a single video on all SSR Plus units, going over their Tier 4 and Tier 5 like actual effects. And yeah, that being said, we can just get started with this review. I will say first how good this unit is. As usual, I'll go over the skills, equipment, gear, initial weapon report, and revolution. Now, the first point is how good this unit is, and I will say Awakened RAK is definitely a great unit, but I'm not really using him that much. And I will tell you guys why, but I will still say this guy is great, doesn't need any dupes at all, and he can fulfill the tank role really, really well. So he's definitely a great unit for the red element. But there is a but. And first I will show you which kind of unit I'm using instead of him, which should count to no surprise. That unit is the Red Mask Warrior. And this fight is kind of weird. Okay, probably like these three guys, or just Viol and Jinsu Ha died, and the other three remained alone, and they kind of ended the fight somehow. But okay, that one was a weird one. But if we go over also the previous one and all the previous ones, I always used Red Mask Warrior over him for a really simple reason. And that reason is there is one skill I don't like in Awakened RAK, and that is the prison the stone prison skill. And I will tell you guys why when we go over the skills. And also because Red Mask Warrior has the increased physical pierce for all allies that Jin Sung Ha can really benefit from. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm not using RAK on this team. But yeah, let's just go over his skills so that we can understand how they function and why I was saying that I'm not running him anymore intentionally. But yeah, so the first skill is the passive. The first effect is nothing too insane, I would say, because there is that 3-second internal cooldown that's quite annoying. But yeah, whenever he's receiving less than 20% damage, he's going to reduce that to 0 once every 3 seconds. The second part is the most important one. When it goes below 40% HP, this is going to create a stone shield with 7 durability. It's 3 at level 1 if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to turn all incoming damage at 30% max HP or less to 0. For this one, there is no internal cooldown. And all attacks that deal more damage than the 30% max HP, is going to be absorbed by the shield, and the durability is going to decrease by 1. Is going to recover 16% of his max HP whenever the durability decreases, which is quite good. It will help this guy go back to 100% HP fairly quickly. And yeah, the duration of the shield is going to be 20 seconds or until durability reaches 0. So this passive is really, really solid, and it's going to help him also survive against enemies that can deal like that can shred his resistances or have innate pierce. So this is boosting his survivability by a ton, and is a really, really good passive. The active one is also a good one, is an AoE with a good enough radius, I would say, Is going to knock up enemies for 2 seconds and then provoke them for 10. And he's also going to increase the energy that RAK recovers whenever he's attacked. So this is a really good effect. Yeah, this requires accuracy and effect hit in some scenarios. So not that reliable, but it's still really, really good. Now we are talking about the skill I don't like. And it's not like this skill is terrible because Kunagero has a skill that pretty much works the same. Is going to remove an enemy from the fight. The thing is that this one targets the highest attack enemy and is going to remove that enemy for 6 seconds. I don't really like this because highest attack enemies, you want them to die, not to be like out of the fight that you cannot even target them. Because we have effects like Warium passive that's going to give energy to all the team when the highest attack enemy dies, and is going to apply the weak point to the highest attack enemy, increasing basically the damage you deal to them. So I don't really like this anti-synergy that is in place here. So yeah, whatever. What else is there to say here? Okay, it doesn't activate when there are, it only activates when there are 2 or more enemies. That's pretty much a given. And yeah, that's the whole reason I'm not really running this guy, is only for this skill. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal if it didn't have another, like if it didn't have the Exude equipment, to be fair. So I don't know. It is a great unit if you're not running support Warion and you're not running a unit that kills highest attack enemies like Jin Sung Ha. Probably without Jin Sung Ha, this guy is still kind of better, even if you have Warion, because you mostly focus on killing the first enemy, like at the first second of the battle with like a Michael or Mikhail or whatever. And then it's fine, even if you are targeting highest attack enemies with this skill. But now that most of the times I'm running Jin Sung Ha in a red team, I don't really like using this guy in that team. That's all I would say. Then we have the special move. The special move is a nice one. It's just an AoE attack that deals some damage, nothing too crazy. Like the multiplier is good, but he doesn't have attack, so whatever. And it's going to knock them up. Pretty cool. And then we have also the damage taken decrease by 60% for 8 seconds and goes up to 80% with the Exusia equipment. So yeah, the skill set is pretty nice. It's just the synergy with Jin Sung Ha that I don't really like. But okay. Now if we go over the Exudia equipment, we can see the level 1 effect is really nothing crazy. Just defense increase. It's going to be good when the enemy Awakened RAK uses that skill, not necessarily for your Awakened RAK, but whatever. Durability of Stone Shield increases by 2. This is a good one. Means if you are level 1, you have a 5 stack shield. If you are level 5, you have a 9 stack shield. Pretty cool. Then we have a level 3. The cooldown of Stone Prison resets when an ally dies. This one I don't really like, I would say. It's unlikely that an ally dies, and most of the time, the first ally to die would be Jin Sung Ha, but still, I don't know. This only makes it worse, especially if you are running him not with Jin Sung Ha, but with with the Michael. Probably don't really care if it activates again. But yeah, I don't know. Nothing too important, but it's going to be a pain in the ass when the enemy has this effect, not yours. So yeah, the level 1 and level 3 to me are benefiting the enemy of Awakened RAK over our own, I'd say. Level 4 is the one I mentioned before. It increases the damage taken reduction from 60% to 80% at level 5. So pretty cool. And yeah, if we go over the gear, again, the main priority is going to be slot 4 for the increased resistances. Then I would say slot 1, and that's about it. You don't need the other two at all. So yeah. And since I'm poor, I don't have any coins, I just leveled up the slot 4. For the ignition weapon, I'm currently running him with the Miongo set because I don't really have a good one. And I think Myeongul is good at filling in the gaps with the resistances if you cannot reach the 100% resistances on this guy. So yeah, I mean, it's fine. He's really tanky and doesn't really need anything special. If you wanted to, you could probably run a two-piece idea, two-piece something else, or a four-piece idea directly, just for the effect resistance, and then the increase of the time that you get the damage taken reduction effect from the special move with the four-piece idea. Not really needed, and I wouldn't go out of my way to farm that one. Chances are you're going to have a lot of Myeongul pieces sitting there while you were farming other sets at the beginning. So yeah, probably this one is the best set to run on him in general. Maybe not the most optimized, but who cares? It's just going to be tanky anyway. Then we have the Rapport. For this one, I'd say level 4 is enough. Level 6 is good for the provoke and just hitting enemies and just hitting the crowd control effects. Not that necessary, but is definitely good. There are not many units that use this resource, so if you're done with compress rack, if you were investing in him, then good. You can move on and get this guy to level 6. That's about it. The only point left is the revolution. For these, at the moment, before June 5th, I would say the only thing you need is Revolution 2 and just dump some points here in effect resistance. That's all that units that are going to run 100% resistances really need. That's pretty much all. You don't need the evasion. You don't need the HP recovery. You might dump some points here if you really want to, but not that necessary, not that worth it. So yeah, that's pretty much all, guys, for the Awakened RAK review. Let me know your thoughts and your comments in the comment section down below. And yeah, if you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.